we're supposed to approve that.
He's the one that owns the pavilion too. See, some people I don't think have like a truck or anything to move this stuff away.
Or have a friend to do it.
Yeah, but how does it get there in the first place? That's the thing.
Yeah, well,
You can get it there.
to get, I mean, look
Why
what,
can't you get rid of it?
look what's there. You gotta have a truck to get that there. Or you
Or
can carry it
could
out
have
of the
came out of the
house.
house. Yeah,
But I'm saying you still have to move it.
right. Because we were talking about this at the Eastern District Powers Board meeting, and they said like in
Eddie, look at this.
Ready, everybody?
White Lakes, they have
Patty, Rick,
volunteers.
Yeah.
ready? Shannon, ready? 6 o'clock, call the meeting to order. Roll call, Shannon?
Councilor Lehman?
Here.
Bird?
Here.
Here.
Waller?
Here.
If you're able to, please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And welcome, everybody. Go to item number 4, agenda approval. Is there any additions?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Support.
Got that, Shannon? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 5, consent agenda. No items were pulled.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll support.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We'll go on to number 7. We'll recess this meeting. We'll start the nuisance hearing. I believe we have 13. We'll start on A, 127 6th Avenue South. Is anybody here for that property? 127 6th Avenue South. Do you have pictures, Michael? I believe that's the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
I believe there was one vehicle there. I don't know if it was licensed or...
As far as I know, this one is still there and nothing has changed, so. Council obviously,
No communication?
no communication.
I see they're here. No, they can't arrive today.
What did you say, Deb?
They arrived from the cities today. I see they're home now when I walked to the meeting.
Oh,
They live in the cities.
I guess one thing I'll note is that with the chief out, likely everything's probably going to be a week before, I don't know if he's planning on doing anything this week, it'll probably be next week. So if there was somebody who was going to take care of something between now and then, that is an option too. Like you can abate it, but if it's taken care of by the time police act on it, then obviously it's just taken care of it.
Yes.
Council's decision.
I'll make the motion to abate.
Support.
Been motioned and approved. Any discussion on this one vehicle? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item B, 404 5th Avenue North. Is anybody here representing that property? Yes. 404 Fifth Avenue North.
Here's
I believe that's the Tyler Bodie's.
the old pictures first. Here's the old pictures. The new pictures. So what we got on this one was that there's been massive progress made, but there is still work to be done, but this person has been drastically cleaning up. If you look at the old pictures compared to the new, all that stuff. And there's obviously still a ways to go, but the dumpster is there. This individual is actively attempting to clean up their property. So I guess if the recommendation of anything would be to give them an extension on this one, since they are actively working, and as long as that continues, and then you could revisit in September if needed. So
I'll make a motion to give him an extension as long as he continues to clean it up. And then we'll review it in September. And hopefully he'll continue to communicate with the city.
I'll support that.
And moved and supported. 1 month extension, is that what you're doing, Pat?
Yeah.
To allow 1 month extension on this property? Any
Oh.
other discussion?
Let's go 3 weeks, so then, because we'll be meeting in a month, so we can make sure it's cleaned up before then.
You okay with that,
Yeah.
Kathy?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. 520, we'll go to C. 520 Circle Drive and 801 3rd Street North. Is anybody here representing those properties?
okay, so this is one that has a bunch of property, or it had a bunch of ownership underneath that parcel, the 520/801 3rd Street North. What I have on here is, yes, this individual has spoken with the city, and that there was one camper that had tabs only remaining, but everything else was done. But we had not verified that yet, so that was one that was, and was this the one that the pictures were taken in between the, okay, yeah. So the pictures were taken Sunday morning, and a bunch of these cars, I guess, were removed Sunday afternoon, so the pictures don't necessarily show it, but yes, this individual did speak with the city. So I guess I would suggest a couple of options. One would be, considering there is still kind of a lingering thing, you could always do an extension for 3 weeks, and as long as that's taken care of, then again, this one's gone. Or you could just dismiss it if you feel like he's gonna.
I'd make a motion to extend it 3 weeks.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any other discussion for another 3-week extension?
Yeah, did you say this is 101 3rd Street North?
801,
801.
as well as
801,
520
okay.
Circle Drive, yeah.
This is the one that we already, he's
Yes.
talked and he asked for time.
Okay.
Because he was working in Ely, I believe, or something. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item D, 100 Old Highway 4. Anybody representing that?
That was, yep.
You guys are welcome to speak.
Okay, I just got plates for the Javelin. The 2 trucks, they're gonna be hauled out. I got a guy that's supposed to come and do it, but I'm just waiting for him to get there to do it. And, what else you got there? Now that's gotta be, they gotta be garaged, or, I didn't quite understand that.
They're supposed to be running and licensed. They have to be operational and licensed.
Well, what if I got it in my garage,
Well, if you have it in your garage, yeah, then it doesn't matter if it's in your garage.
or under a, like a Quonset hut or something like that? It's like a makeshift garage.
I guess. See, the way these are happening, all of these blight complaints that came in for unlicensed vehicles, the police went up and down the alley. They surveyed the town, and then they saw the vehicles that were licensed or not operational, and they
Right.
sent letters out. So that's the way this process has been working. Do you have anything else, Michael?
No, other than if it was not something that they could see from the public road, then it probably would not have made this list, because we wouldn't know it exists if it's
Right,
in a
right.
garage or something, so.
So, it was mentioned you can put up a fence or something?
I think if it's inside a fence, then, yeah, it would be not in the public's view, so then it would be fine.
Is there any stipulations on the fence?
Yeah, it would have to be a fence that you can't see through.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, the height or,
In our zoning ordinances, it explains the height and the setback and all that, so you can walk you through that and all that, as far as where it needs to be in the height and
Right,
transparency and
right.
all that, yeah. Yep.
yeah.
They didn't receive a letter for these. They received a letter for the driveway to
The alley.
the north property. We didn't know anything about this one.
Okay,
Yes, these are
so the Highway 4 is the address for the townhouse, I guess you would call it, across from the Public Works Garage?
Yes.
Okay. And that's not what these pictures are showing?
Yeah, they're
Yes,
showing
yes.
that, but the thing we got is for the alley.
The letter that they got was for the parcel that's north of their residence. So it'll be north of the small garage and adjacent to the alley.
Oh, that are parked kind of in the field?
They're parked next to the garage. And on, well, it's on, it used to be gravel, but they let it grow so it would wash away. I mean, it's gravel, and there's, beside a tree.
Okay, you're only allowed 4 vehicles? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's part of it also, and they need to be licensed and running or out of view.
Yeah, and they've got, one of them just got licensed. One of them is our sister's who lives in Aurora, and they're
We're working on
working
that.
on that. It needs to be repaired. And then, the other one needs to be moved, the black truck.
Excuse me, the other one, what?
Needs to be removed.
He's waiting for someone to come and take
Yeah.
2 vehicles away?
Yeah,
So is another 3 weeks an opportune for you to take care of?
yeah, it would be great because, you know, a couple years ago, I was in an accident. I got hit by a car on my bike. So I still haven't had any operations or anything on anything to fix anything. So I'm still all messed up from that. So it's, you know, pretty slow going for me.
So I guess I would request an extension on that one then.
Yeah.
The same 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yes.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion.
Is there support for that?
I'll
Got that, Shannon? Any other discussion? 3 weeks? All in favor of 3-week extension?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item E, 319 First Avenue North. Anybody here representing that property?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Did you find that one, Michael?
Rod's
Yep,
name
it's
must
coming up right now.
So this is for the Gregor's property. A bunch of them have.
The letter he received was for all vehicles stored on the property must be currently registered and operable.
I got rid of all but one and registered the Jeep, the blue Jeep. That one is now registered legally. I don't know if that's today's, well, that one's gone. The one under the cover is still there. The engine for it is in the garage. I also have my Harley Davidson in the garage, taking up all of the space at this moment. So I'm trying to get that one in the garage before the snow flies, but if we gotta take it 3 weeks at a time so that you know I'm working on stuff. But that's yesterday's pictures, and I have today's pictures.
Okay, like our administrator said, the chief is out of town, so the pictures might be a day or
Yeah.
two old.
Is there
And
anybody I can?
appreciate you working with the city.
I've been trying to, all along. 25 years I've been here, folks.
So how many vehicles do you have now in your yard?
1, 2, 3.
3? And are they, because one of them you had kind of in the front yard almost?
That's gone.
That one's gone.
I lost 3,500 on that one. Next question.
That was it. That's what I wasn't.
The two nasty looking Jeeps are gone, and everything's up there next to the garage now. And the one that's covered will be in the garage before the snow flies, absolutely, one way or another, if I have to stand there and pull it inch by inch. And the other issue that nobody wants to talk about, I'm getting that done every day too.
Well,
Except when I'm stuck walking with this, because I spent too much time the day before.
yeah, because,
But
well,
this issue is just for vehicles, though.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
sounds like it's taken care of, for the most part.
Yeah, I had a recommendation to dismiss on this because it was just the vehicles. So.
Is there a
Thank you
motion?
so much.
I'll make a motion to dismiss.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Thank you.
Thank you.
All in favor of dismissing this?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'll be in better communication in the future.
Item G, 210 Fifth Avenue North.
I got F. 401.
Oh, 401.
I'm sorry, F, 401 4th Street North. Anyone representing that property? I do not see Mr. Inquist here.
No. I'll make a motion to abate. This car has been sitting there for at least 3 years, not running, if not more.
Still there today.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Support.
Okay,
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
yes. As you can see in the back here, there's that camper, and that's been there for at least 15 years rotting away. So I don't know if that's part of this abatement, because it does say nuisance parking and storage.
I believe this one just says all vehicles.
Okay, so I would say if they're going to take the car, they should take the camper too.
Is it this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's back here.
But is a camper considered a vehicle? This is, I don't know, okay. That's fine. So you moved, Patty?
Yep.
You made the motion?
I support it.
Any other discussion? All those in favor to abate? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now we'll go to G. 210 Fifth Avenue North. Anybody here representing that property? Any updates, Michael, on that one?
Yes, I spoke with this individual today. They had hoped that they would get it taken care of by today, but it was not, and they just asked for an extension essentially. And I said if we were given till September, I said absolutely no problem. This will be licensed, registered, and it'll be taken care of. I think it's a renter actually that is renting there, and the landlord basically said you got to do this or else sort of thing. So, but just not quite done today. So my suggestion would be the 3-week thing at most.
So it was just expired tabs?
Yes, I think it was just the one on this one, right?
I'll make a motion to give an extension.
Support.
A motion is supported. Any discussion on this? All those in favor of an extension of 3 weeks?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item H, 118 Third Avenue South. Is anybody here representing that property?
Yes.
This one.
I think so, yeah.
Third Avenue.
I have no communication, and the vehicle's still there.
I guess I'll make a motion to abate.
Support. There's a motion and supported. Any discussion on the abatement? Not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to abate. 118 Third Avenue South. Item I, 500 Third Street North. Anybody here representing that property? Any communication on that one, Michael?
No communication, and vehicle's still there.
Make the motion to abate.
Support.
There's been a motion and supported. Any discussion on the abatement? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item J, 102 Fourth Avenue North. Anyone representing that property? Any communication, Michael?
No, I think this was a grass one, specifically lawn grass. I'm gonna go back to the old pictures to,
Yes, it is, grass and weeds.
so here's the pictures.
Make a motion to abate.
Support.
Been a motion and supported. Any discussion on the abatement on this?
Yeah, does anybody live in this house? Do you know? Of other utilities?
I don't know off the top of my head, do you know? Wow. Yeah, I guess we don't know. There's an owner listed, that's where the letter went.
Yeah.
Any other discussion on the abatement? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item K, 409 Sixth Avenue North. Anybody here representing that property? Anything on that one, Michael?
Yeah, no communication, and the vehicles are still there.
So I guess we have to make a motion first. I'll make a motion to abate.
Support.
It's been a motion, supported. Any discussion on this?
Yeah, so do you know, was this just an unlicensed vehicle, too many vehicles? Because I know that they've been like clearing trees out back there, so I don't know if it's so they have more parking spots, so that's what I wasn't sure, if it was too many vehicles
I
or,
think it was just all vehicles on property must be currently licensed and operable. It doesn't look like it was a number listed or anything, but it would only be, it looks like geared towards the vehicles though.
and they only have a picture of the one vehicle, so I'm wondering if it's just the one vehicle that isn't licensed?
I guess I'm not sure. These images are kind of hard to see. I can't tell that one.
What the tab says.
You know, there's one or four. Just a bit.
Yeah, you really can't tell. Yeah, I guess that might be a better question for Ty, but again, there's no communication or anything from us, so.
There's gonna be no hurry because Ty's out of town. No other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. L, 602 First Street North. Anyone here representing that property?
So this was in reference to that vehicle on the right there, and this individual did get plates for it. So as far as we can tell, it's, you know, and I believe that was even checked by law enforcement, that it is a valid plate and everything, so I guess our recommendation was to dismiss.
I'll make a motion to dismiss.
Is there support for that? I'll support it. Discussion.
Okay, I guess I have a little bit of a problem here, because this car has sat there for at least 3 years and has not moved. It has a flat tire. Just because you buy plates, obviously it's not in running condition. And I just don't think it's fair to other people if we let this one go, because we've ruled in others that if the vehicle isn't running, it needs to be removed. And obviously this one, I mean, it's close to you, you know it has not moved for what, 3 years probably?
Probably more.
Yeah, so I guess
That doesn't mean it's not operable. I don't know if it is or not.
no, it has a flat tire.
Because I was looking at it, does it have a flat tire? Because it
Yeah,
looks like
and
it's
it's
dead.
sunken down into the
I can
ground.
tell.
I don't know if we have pictures today of it. It did as of the other day, yes.
It had a flat tire.
And it has for probably a year.
So I would consider that inoperable because you can't run it with a flat tire.
Is there any other discussion? So the motion was to dismiss, right?
Correct.
All in favor of the dismissal?
Aye.
Opposed?
No,
Aye.
right.
2-2. Motion dies.
Motion does not pass.
Does not pass.
So I will make a motion to abate.
And I'll support that.
Is there, can we do that?
Can, yes.
Okay. Is there any discussion on the abatement?
I guess I want to abate because, as I said, it's a non-running vehicle and it's obviously not moved. And I think if it was running, it would move.
So I guess I would say, I mean, we don't know if it's operable or not. I mean, granted, it does have a flat tire, but if he airs the tire up, I mean, then it's pretty much done and over with also. I mean, it can sit there as long as it's licensed. Or would you like it to move a foot, you know, too? I mean, I guess, would that be better if it moved to the other side, or, you know? I mean, that's kind of my thought is, if it moves, then it would be fine. So maybe if we let the homeowner know to move it and show that it moves, then we'd be fine.
How about a three-week extension?
Oh, that's not in the motion.
That's not in the motion.
No.
Has there been any discussion with the homeowner? I think there was.
There was, a little bit, and, because he had sent a notice about the collector plates thing, and then he did go and get collector plates. That, I guess, has been most of the extent as far as that goes. I think the tricky part here is, what does it mean to be an operable vehicle? And I don't know what that formal definition is, because that's kind of what this hinges on, right? If it is or isn't. So, I mean, if council wants, you could always give the 3-week extension. We could look into that. We can get a good working definition. We can set some potentially like parameters in place. Is how do you have somebody prove that it's working to you, or how do you determine that's working from the street? I don't have those answers, but that's kind of where we're at with this.
Maybe a discussion with the person if there's intention to move it. If there's no intention to get it running, it's inoperable. I don't know.
That could work too, yeah.
The plates doesn't change inoperable to operable. Right. So there's been a motion to abate and supported to abate.
You can either vote on it, or you can have one or the other withdrawn. The motion and the second, whatever you decide.
Okay, I believe they will.
I was hoping they'd withdraw it and then we do a 3-week extension. That way they got time to make it
So you
operable.
supported it, so
You can withdraw your
so
support.
you can withdraw your
Yeah,
support.
I am withdrawing it.
Okay?
And whoever made the motion.
No, I'm not going to
Oh,
withdraw
you-
my motion, no.
I misunderstood that. Say
I
that.
said I'm not withdrawing my motion, but there's not, if
Is there
somebody
a-
else doesn't support
So
it.
you still have a motion.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to,
Well, there's a motion on the floor.
yep.
Is there support for that motion? Going again? Motion dies?
Then I'll make a motion to give him a 3-week extension.
And I'll support that.
Is there,
Do you know what the definition of operable is? Would that help you? Operable means it's working or functional, ready to use, right at the moment. It means it is to be able to be put into action. Is that vehicle able to be put into action
We don't know.
with a flat tire?
Yeah, we don't know. Thank you, Mary.
so you have a motion for the 3-week extension,
I
and
support it.
it's supported. Is there any more discussion? You know, he did put plates on it, so there is some movement. But I think what was just said, I think that needs to be brought to him in this next 3 weeks and say, the plates is part of it, but not all of it.
Well, another thing.
And see if he changes in 3 weeks. If not, we'll revisit it.
Another thing is, if he is to drive it, you need to have insurance on
We
it.
gotta have it to get plates.
You have to have insurance and you have to play.
Plates.
It's true.
So it's gotta have insurance now.
So the new motion and supported is a 3-week extension. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried on a 3-1, one absent. Is that for nuisances?
That's a wrap, yeah.
We'll reconvene the regular meeting and go to number 8, presentations. Do we have any? Nope. Go to number 9, mayor and council member reports. Did Steve have any more?
Nope, what I said was all.
Patty?
Me? Okay. So I don't know if anybody else has, but there's been some comments about our rising utility bills. And the only thing that I know I used a lot more electricity this past month. So my bill did go up, and there's that little bit of increase in the refuse. So, I don't know, I just told people, compare your bill to last month and see how much water you used and how much electricity you used, because it's dry, so you're probably watering things more often too. And then I was really, really happy when I read the Public Works report, or it might have been your report, that they finally cleaned out that building down at the soccer field that's been full of like old hoses and stuff for probably 15 years. So I thought that was great. I wanted to thank the fire department for doing the National Night Out. It was their first time, and it looked like they had a good turnout. It was great to see the new ambulance. That's the first time I've seen the new ambulance and sat in it, and they were doing blood pressure checks.
From the outside or the inside?
Inside. They
Oh.
let you go in. And they were
I
taking
was
your blood
bringing back a
pressure
different
with the machine and stuff. So that was, yeah, and the life flight, I mean, it was good. It was their first one. I think they did a good job on it. Okay, so the Age Friendly is continuing to work on the city flower beds. We have our third walk audit scheduled for Friday evening. So we've done 2 walk audits. The first one, we kind of just monitored the traffic coming through town, and there were like 320 vehicles in an hour that came through. And it was interesting because we were out there with our red shirts and our notepads and things, and it really slowed traffic down. So I wish they would always go that slow. So our next walk audit is scheduled for Friday evening from 5 to 6:30. So we're hoping we can, talk to a lot of people, talk to some of the tourists that are in town and things like that. Our goal is to identify how safe our main street is. So that's why we're working on that. And then on August 25th, the Age Friendly is going to present at the pavilion to businesses in the area and then potential community partners. So we're going to give them the survey results. That's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And on the 27th, before Music in the Park, we're going to have a presentation to the citizens of Biwabik. So we'll go over the age-friendly survey results, and we're going to serve ice cream sundaes, courtesy of Pine Grove Gallery, Super One, and the BACA. And that's at 5 o'clock before the final Music in the Park concert. And then I wanted to thank Michael for his excellent administrator reports. And that's it.
Thank you. Kathy?
Yeah, just to report on the campground and the cemetery, we met. And campground, they're going to be marking trees to cut the ones down that could be a hazard to the campers. So they're going to, Benji and they're going to go out and they're going to mark the trees that need to be cut. And then the ones that they can't do, they'll have someone come in and do them as professional so nobody's hurt. And that'll be probably later on this fall when the campers
are gone.
Yeah, when they're there. Okay. And I did drive down and I did look at the campground and the beach, and it looked good. There was actually a lifeguard sitting on his chair, so I was impressed with that, considering I've been complaining for several months about it. So that was good, but it looked good. It was clean and it looked nice. The cemetery, I was really impressed with. The students have done a good job. They mowed, they weed whacked around the headstones, and it looks nice out there. My husband even said, I'm impressed, because usually we go down and we have to do our family one, and we didn't have to do it this time. It was all done. So that's a big compliment. I'd also like to compliment Public Works for their work that they do. I see improvement. I also see improvement driving around town, because I drove around town looking, except for the blight ordinances that were not taken care of. The town looks pretty good as a whole. And I think those that need, homeowners and those that work on committees with the planters and stuff need to be commended for all the work that they do. So thank you. That's all I have.
Brian?
Just want to thank the BACA for putting on Music in the Park on every 2 Thursdays or whatever. It's been a really good showing, good bands, really good turnout. Thanks to Tracy. I don't know if she's been implementing it, but to get a couple food trucks down at the campground every once in a while. A lot of people have been going to that. And then also, I don't know if this is for Ty or for somebody in the city or even some old council members, but I've been asked about the old 9 o'clock curfew in town for the kids. some people would like to see it back. I know some people don't, but I just wondering if if something could be done with that or brought back maybe, I don't know. But just a thought. So I don't know when that went away or not, but.
I'll have to, look into it, see what the current ordinance says. A lot of that stuff was passed in like the 30s and 40s
Yeah.
and stuff. So.
But some people like to hear the siren at 9 o'clock again, like, way back in the day, so. And while we were in.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was.
I was.
Go home. It's time to
I
go
was
home.
in another city down in southern Minnesota this weekend and they had it. And it's just nice to hear and, I don't know. I'd like to see it back, but.
Can I comment on that? Actually, our curfew is 10 o'clock now. They changed it to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But we discussed that, and we were told that it's an emergency siren and that it couldn't be used for that, but who knows?
That's all I got, so.
Pardon?
That's it, Brian?
That's it.
I have nothing to add. Everything's been said. All the work the public, P and Z did on all this thick work. We better be reading what's there. It's very important, and the work they put in is just incredible. Thank you. That's all I have. Move on to number 10, old business. I don't see any. We'll go to 11, new business. New business A, approval of leave of absence from the fire department for Tammy Maish.
I'll make a motion to approve Tammy's leave of absence.
Support.
Got that, Shannon? Been moved and supported to approve the leave. Any other discussion?
We'll miss her while she's gone.
Yes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 11B, approval of leave of absence from the fire department and public works department for Adam Lemieux.
I'll make that motion.
Support.
And the motion is just to approve the leave for both,
Correct.
okay? Is the support the same?
Yes.
Is there any discussion on this?
I guess I'm a little bit worried that we're going to be down to 2 public works people with Adam out for this amount of time, because I know how hard he works. I don't know if there's any plan to, what we can do about it.
I mean, fortunately, this is a good time of the year. It's right in the lull, it's the end of summer before fall. Not that they're not busy, but it is a little bit better time. The summer workers are again kind of ending, but it kind of varies when they're going back to school and all that. But you are right that we will be down to 2 for up to potentially 8 weeks. I guess one suggestion that was kind of thrown out there would be to give, if we needed within that 8-week period, if I, like the city administrator, could do some sort of like an emergency hiring or something, if somebody like bring back a summer worker or something like that, without necessarily needing council action, in the interim, if you guys wanted to give that authority, that would be an option. Then we could, 2 weeks go by and it's like, we can't wait for another council meeting, we need to have somebody kind of call back a summer worker and ask them to come back or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen or anything, and if it went longer than the approved kind of allotment here of the 8 weeks, you come back to council, like probably at the October meeting and say, this is what's going on, ask for something we want to get, so. Other than that, not much that we can do on it.
Okay, I guess another thing is they're on a 4-day work week, 10-hour days right now until Labor Day normally. So what is going to happen with that?
Yes, I suppose what we'll likely have to do is, so like 2 of them are working Monday through Thursday and one is working Tuesday through Friday, the one who's leaving is working Tuesday through Friday. So one of those 2 for like the last probably 2 weeks of the month would be asked to do a Tuesday through Friday instead. That way I guess we're covering the week. I think it's only going to be next week and the week after. Yes, that's a good point.
Because that's what I didn't know, if some of the summer workers will be going back or leaving during this time before Labor Day or not. Because I know school starts before Labor Day this year.
I remember one or two of them, I think for sure, are going to be done before Labor Day. But I think one of them was like mid-September, one like early September. So, but you're right, we will get two of them before the end of the month. I have to double check.
But that's in addition to the leave. I don't know if this is part of the, is there any other discussion approving the leave? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Move to 12, external communications. I believe there's two of them, Michael?
Yeah, it's just that housing survey and flyer, it's digital as well, or I can print copies.
DNR. Thank you. Item 13, anybody from the audience would like to speak?
Wait, I have a question for Michael.
Oh.
So you have paper copies of this survey up at City Hall?
Yeah, so we have to print them out, I don't have a stack there, but yes, we.
Okay. And then they would just leave it with you at City Hall?
That, I think, is the best way to do it, is how they were doing it, is they would bring it back to their own municipality.
Okay, thank you.
You okay with that now, Patty?
Yep, thank you, it's Dan.
Okay. 13, anybody from the audience would like to speak?
Yes, my name is Mary Riley. I live up on Residence Club Lane here in Biwabik. I am working with Age Friendly on the safety of our city, and I am here to ask the counselors, the administrator, and well, the mayor is not here, to look at potentially a different use of I think it was a grant that was received for $35,000 that was planning on being used to fill in on the sidewalks where, there is grass or the grass is not growing, and, fixing of the sidewalks. We have a huge safety issue in our town with the mediums that are coming in, with the tall grasses and sight lines, and people are not able to see. We did on First Avenue, volunteers dug up a lot of the plants. That one has been alleviated, but the ones that are in the medians, we cannot get out there as volunteers. Public Works has not been able to get out there and cut down those grasses and those weeds. And in order to actually close the road down to have it done safely, we have to have MnDOT come in and do it. And so I have been trying to contact MnDOT to see if we can have them come and help us do something, because this is a huge safety issue.
It is.
People on 8th Avenue are having a terrible time. Today we were out weeding. I had people stopping me because I'm going to let you know, I was out in that median this morning cutting down some of those grasses because it was horrible for people trying to get out. And I mean, I understand, I did it. I'm letting you know that I was the one, and if my hedge cutter had not given out, they would all be down. But instead, I'm asking the city council to look at using some of that money to fill in around the trees. Just leave the trees, take down all the rest of the planting. It's really causing a lot of issues, and safety is I'm surprised there has not been an accident.
There has been.
There has been,
an
okay.
accident.
And just please think about that.
Just so you know, I was going to talk to Steve when he got back about the mediums
Okay,
and suggest that they fill in with cement.
yeah, okay. Thank you, Kathy.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
We have to decide about whether to leave the trees around and, take the cement around it.
Yeah.
But we could do something like Gilbert did. It's not my favorite, but
No.
it will eliminate the safety issue.
Yeah.
And, it'll add some aesthetic quality to the mediums.
And I am more than happy to go and dig those plants up, but I have to, I mean, today out there I had trucks, I'm not kidding you, they were going 50 miles an hour and Jake braking by me. And, you know, I'm not quite that brave, but I would I would like to be able to save some of those plants. I see that those plants would look beautiful in between the flagpoles out at the cemetery if we spaced them and used them. I mean, I can see places that the city can use them instead of them being destroyed. And I know that I'm more than willing to give of my time, and I do know that there are other volunteers that would be willing. So
these-
thank you for
These
considering
could
this.
be dug up and reused?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Okay, I know nothing about plants, so
Oh, we've already dug up 100 of them and we bartered them with,
perfect, thank you.
you know.
Dumb question, because I know nothing
Yeah,
about
no,
plants.
yes, they can be dug up.
Thank
And there
you.
are some beautiful, beautiful low evergreen shrubs in the center that you can't even see, that could be dug up and put somewhere else in the city.
And I agree with you. The only thing that I have a concern about is when we replant, your friendly weed pops up, you know, and it takes away from the plant. And
Yeah.
so, you know, like you talked about the cemetery, which I have an invested interest in,
Uh-huh.
you know, and it would be nice, but then who's going to take care of all those plants between the poles so that the weeds don't take over? And
would
that's,
be weed
that,
whacking.
just so you know, that's a concern that I
Yes,
have.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. I hate to see expensive plants
Right.
destroyed. That's all.
Thank
Again,
you.
thank you for.
Thank you.
Maybe we can give them
Thank
away.
you, Mary.
Any other audience members? Any concerns? Yes, Guy?
Hi, my name's Guy Letourneau. I just have a question about your blight thing. I know it was put in you guys' hands. I was wondering what the process would be to get it back in the police department's hands and away from you folks. Does it take a petition from the city to get it on a vote, to get it away from you guys, or? I mean, I stood here tonight and I already listened to the inoperable vehicle thing. You botched it. You botched it. All of you, I hate to tell you that, but I just wondered what process has to be done to take it away from you and give it back to the police department.
Presently have it.
They don't have your control of it here.
Well, we're in control of it after the police department does the investigation, yes. Right now, the council is the one who makes the decision regarding abatements, things like that.
I understand the
All
process.
well, I don't know what to do, because the investigation is all done by the police department leading up until tonight.
They used to be in charge of it. You took it away from them 10 some years ago. You changed it.
I was going to, but the police department had it at that time, and they had to take it to court. They didn't take it to the city council, they took it to court. And that was such a cumbersome, long process, we changed it. That's the difference. Police department had it at that time also.
So there's no way to take it away from you guys. You're just going to stick it with them.
We're the ones with the power.
I guess you'd have to change the ordinance, right?
We
Or
will
not.
look
So to add, Dave said it great, to add to the argument here about lighting and so forth, I was on the council when we made the decision, Larry was also council, that we, at that time, the police department was handling blight and nuisance. We didn't feel like things were being accomplished. So we felt that the city, the citizens had to have their skin in the game and be able to report blight and nuisance. So they approved that, and up until it actually, that is the way it's being done right now. So if the police came in and went around town and looked at all these vehicles or anything else, that was just their choice, but any citizen could have done this. Is that mine?
Yes.
Probably my daughter, okay. Sorry. So any citizen could have essentially done the same thing. Frankly, I'm glad they did it, and so forth. I've never seen so many blight nuisance complaints lodged and handled. I'm not necessarily in agreement with everything that the council did tonight, but that's your choice. So I'm just adding to the process that Mr. Letourneau was talking
Thank you. Mary?
Hi, I'm Mary Stakovich, and I'm here because of the speed limit from 8th Avenue down to the first wayside rest by the campground. We've already had accidents on our T by number 4. We've had accidents at the campground road. They took away our turning lane for the campground, and I feel one of these times you're going to have more deaths again versus what's going on now. And I know the state keeps saying our road, our road, our road. Looking back, way back when in the ordinances, and I couldn't find it, which I will look again, but there is an ordinance somewhere in our city that states in the city of Biwabik, we can have signs of what the speed should be. And I feel from 8th Avenue to campground area should stay at 45.
I think that's been discussed with the state several times, I believe. I don't know.
We had road rage today coming out of there. There was a truck in front of us, and he had some canoes going up to Giants Ridge. The guy was on his butt giving him the finger because you come out of the road, you're slowing down, you just slowed down that person, and it was road rage.
I've witnessed that. Yeah.
I'm going to also go back and talk about what Mary just did, and my time on the council here, this issue did come up. And I believe, and I'm going to have to ask council here, we were under the impression that the speed was dictated by the state, by MnDOT. If there, where our ordinances in relation to what the state's speed limit is, I don't know. I mean, we may have an ordinance that says we can change it and so forth, but I'm not so sure that if it were contested, that we'd be in a position to win that, or maybe we just need more clarification. So,
I think the statute governs state highways or roadways. Our ordinance covers our local ordinance. All the roads within the council, within the jurisdiction, doesn't include state highways.
does not include.
Is there any way we can communicate this to us, the state, and see if there's something, if we can't do it, somebody can. This has been brought up many, many, many times.
We could communicate with the state.
Yes.
That would be the way to do it.
Will you do that, Michael?
That's what I was going to
Thank you.
ask, is
Do
if,
we need a
Thank you.
petition?
but not only the state. We have gone to Farnsworth, we have gone to Walrus, asking them to come and help us with safety issues. And I know, and that's with our age-friendly, because of the issues with the road. And they have said no, they will not come. You as counselors, you have the power. Please contact them and ask them to come and help us with this issue. Because it is, let's see, Farnsworth is on transportation and Walrus is on safety. And like I said, they have both, they have been asked to come, and they have both said no. Please contact them.
But they will send somebody up there to do a speed count and a traffic count and things like that. And they'll make a decision. And if we just have to communicate with them.
Yeah, I mean, we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, well, we invited them to come and do the walk audit with us, and they declined, yeah.
So.
Can we bring that back next month if there is some communication from the state? Because everybody is right. It's been going on forever. There's something we can do to push. Thank you. Any other?
Can I come up and say something about that?
Absolutely.
I believe you should probably consult Ty Teacher because Gilbert moved theirs from by a holiday gas station past the end of the thing. Because it used to be a problem for their community too.
Oh, wow.
Because they were going 60 miles an hour past holiday gas station and they moved it way out to the end road where you come out of town. They moved it quite a ways.
The city of Gilbert did that?
They moved the sign.
They must have a process or something.
Michael will be part of that discussion. Thank you. I did not know
It's not
that.
that it can't be done. They just
If we can, we'll do it. Any other audience concerns? One motion left.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. 6:59 PM.